What is up, guys? NFC 23 tomorrow, Saturday. It is in the Honda Center, California, Anaheim. It is a great card. Starting off the card, we'll have Jamuel Walker, a terrifying heavyweight. He's come to be one of the top heavyweights recently, and he's taking on debuting Lance McKenzie. That is a very tough debut fight for Lance McKenzie, but if he gets the win, that will send a huge message in the heavyweight division. I know what you're all thinking. Where is Muhammad Mokaev? He was not at the MVP card. He was signed to the NFC, and he's facing the all-time great Mickey Mansurov. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. This is a fight that is happening in the NFC. Moving on in the welterweight division to end the prelims, we have Seed Earl taking on T. Spiller. That's right, T. Spiller, the native Californian, taking on Seed Earl. Seed Earl, a top welterweight with a legendary win over Elijah Robinson. He's very consistently in competitive fights with the top of the division. T. Spiller, of course, a lot more inconsistent, but when he is on a good performance, man, oh man, does he have great performances. And kicking off the main card, we have a huge fight again in the heavyweight division. Hillbilly Joe taking on Joselito McJacker. That is a huge fight with big title implications in the heavyweight division. Hillbilly Joe, Joselito McJacker, two very good wrestlers and grapplers in the heavyweight division. Next up, we have a bantamweight fight of epic proportions. We have Andy Seaver taking on debuting Ken LaCroix. That's right, Ken LaCroix. Ken LaCroix, a big unknown. He took this fight on short notice. Andy Seaver, not too long ago, lost in devastating fashion via first-round submission against the champion Big Man Wilson. But he didn't take a lot of damage, and he's already on a comeback fight against Ken LaCroix. Very interesting fight. And moving on to the middleweight division, we have former champion Sheet Sticks looking to recover after losing his belt against Lucas Szynski. Lucas Szynski has been on a roll ever since he moved to the middleweight division. Most recently, he got into a controversial draw against former champion and greatest middleweight of all time, Cocky Geezer. Many people thinking Lucas Szynski should have won that fight. He is getting another big opportunity against the former champion Sheet Sticks. If Lucas Szynski wins, there's a possibility he gets the title shot, as he's one of the very few in the middleweight division who has not fought Dick Gayson yet. So that could be very interesting. Moving on, we have Benjamin Perez taking on Doc V. Jung. A very interesting fight. A grappler versus a striker. Doc V. Jung faced a jiu-jitsu guy in his last fight. Jeff Lauzon, of course, Jeff Lauzon and Benjamin Perez both come from the WCFC, and both are jiu-jitsu guys, so very interesting matchup to see Doc V. Jung face another jiu-jitsu guy after having such a good performance against Jeff Lauzon. In the co-main event, we have Walter White taking on Four-Moi Mexican. That is a huge fight in the welterweight division. And lastly, in the main event, we have a welterweight championship fight. That is right. Chris Phillips will be defending his welterweight belt, the first double champion, defending his belt for the first time against Benjamin Roodstoff. That is right, Benjamin Roodstoff is moving up from the bantamweight division all the way to the welterweight division. That is a massive, interesting fight right there. Who knows how that is going to go? Benjamin Roodstoff is responsible for one of the biggest upsets in NFC history against Big Man Wilson, the only man to beat Big Man Wilson, and he's moving up, and he's taking on another man who seems impossible to beat. Can Benjamin Roodstoff pull it off again in another division, or will Chris Phillips defend the belt and maintain his position in the division? We will find out tomorrow.
Sajudo wants you to subscribe.